Jurassic World trailer reaction, which I've been trying to do, but all they've been doing is these little 15-minute, like 15-second clips, and then the behind-the-scenes thing yesterday, which I was like, oh, crying out loud. So hopefully this is it. Okay, we're playing. Go. P.S. I have a rant after this, so I'm gonna edit this later, but I'm just getting this initial reaction out the way.
Hop has new cheesecake stuffed French toast. Made with cream
Yes, I hop.
cheese,
Okay,
topped
thank
with
you.
Alfie,
Actually, that does look pretty good.
cookies and cream made with
That does look
Oreo
pretty good.
cookie pieces.
So, what are you dating, like an accountant now, or
Owen,
ventriloquist?
stop it.
You love a dummy.
This is not why we're here.
You can blame me. Try to shame me.
Again, why is the park?
I know why we're here.
That's the rant.
A rescue on. Save the dinosaurs from the island that's about to explode. What could go wrong?
Blue is alive. You raised her.
So they're going.
Do these animals deserve the same protections given to other species?
Yes. Comfy's back.
Or should they just be left to die?
Ooh. Brachiosaur's back.
These creatures were here before us.
Rexy.
Not careful.
Steak. Ah.
You're after. You know me.
Aww. Wait. Yep, seen this one. Ah, okay. Whoa! Hello, Rexy.
Life cannot be contained. Life breaks free. Life
Oh, you.
finds a way.
Oh. Oh no. Oh! No, 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 no! The Ankylosaurus I'm way more concerned about. Screw the two humans and the ball. Screw the two humans and the ball. I'm way more concerned about the Ankylosaurus. Alright, rant coming up next. Okay, so it's the next morning, and I wanted to prepare this rant because I've got a little bit of things about this movie that I've been kind of rolling around in my head, and ever since Jurassic World. Well, so let's start with, I'm going to just start with the negative and go and end on the positives. So here it is. So the cons about this, Owen and Claire, number one, is Owen and Claire no longer a couple. Why? Why? Why did they not need to break him up? And the whole thing of like, she's got to convince him to come back on the island. Are you freaking kidding me? I think Owen would want to go back on the island simply because he had a passion for looking after the dinosaurs. So why the hell is this even necessary? I mean, they're probably going to explain it in the film, but seriously, if I was Owen and I knew the island was going to explode, my first concern would be, hey, whoa, what about the dinosaurs? What about the dinosaurs? We need to get the dinosaurs. I'm really concerned more about the dinosaurs anyways. I mean, you saw in the reaction, I was caring more that I was seeing an Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, and several other dinosaur species on the side of the cliff falling into the water, and I'm just kind of going like, oh my god, it's like, one reason why is because Ankylosaurus is a very heavy dinosaur, and he'd probably sink and drown. I'm more concerned about that. I mean, the two humans, I'm just like, they're in a ball, they can swim. So they can swim, they're fine. Someone help the dinosaurs. I guess I'm more of a prehistoric animal lover, okay? So that one's out the way. Let's see here. Why is the park abandoned? Why is the park abandoned? I mean, seriously, here's the deal. I've actually had a discussion with this that the park didn't sustain that much damage uh, when the release of the Indominus. At least we weren't given that impression. Uh, so what got out in order? Indominus Rex, uh, the Pteranodons, the Raptors, and Rexy. Now, Indominus was killed. Was killed. Uh, the Pteranodons. Now, the Pteranodons are a little bit more of a problem because they have ability of flight. However, every dinosaur had a tracking chip. They would actually be pretty well, not easy, but uh, able to hunt down. You'd be able to track them down and be able to at least round them up or make sure they didn't. So make sure they didn't get off the island any way you can by tranquilizing them or maybe even having to kill them, which would suck. The Raptors. Blue is the only one around. Blue is one. Blue, and we know that now none of the other Raptors survived, so it's just Blue. So trying to get one Raptor. It's a problem to hunt, yes, but it's alone. It is a lone Raptor, and you're not going to have those clever girl moments when it's working on its own, or maybe it will. I don't know. Raptors are pretty smart and crafty. Well, anyways, and then there's Rexy. This is an easy one for Rexy. Rexy, you saw in the first movie, Rexy actually responds to the flares. If Rexy was to see a flare, it immediately thinks food. So all you would have to do is somehow lead Rexy by a flare, like they did, and when they got her out, you'd have to lead her back to her cage using a flare. Simple. It's a simple thing. There's another thing to the mosasaur. Now, the mosasaur is confined to a landlocked lagoon. It isn't getting out of there. Her perimeter fence has been damaged, but that's manageable and fixable. Another discussion I had is, after the many people who died or were injured or all the frightening things, why would people want to go back? I'm like, dude, many zoos have had animals get out and kill people. San Diego had it I think a couple decades back. I think it was back somewhere in the 70s, or I don't know. But then SeaWorld had fatalities. And circuses have had many of those. I mean, okay, one thing, we don't go to circuses anymore. We don't, and the traditional circus we all know and grew up with is kind of no more, which I'm kind of glad about that. But the fact is that people would still go back. I mean, this universe has been confirmed that the San Diego incident did happen. So people actually saw a T-Rex running down the streets of San Diego, devouring people. Yet they're still going to Jurassic World. I mean, seriously. I mean, it was all over the news. Hey, look, fatalities. A friggin' T-Rex came in and just ate everybody off a bus. But people were still flocking to the attractions. So, yeah. That's my whole thing is the park should not be abandoned. The park should still be running. Or at least not holding tourists, not like taking any more tourists, but at least still have a skeleton crew to look after and maintain the animals, because come on, yeah, that's what you should be doing. Last thing is why the Baryonyx? I know everybody's excited about the Baryonyx. I've researched this. I'm a dinosaur buff. When I was little, I wanted to be an archaeologist. Actually, I was paleontologist. That's when I learned that an archaeologist and paleontologist are two different professions. They're both studying ancient history, but one is natural life. The other is human life. So whatever. The thing is, the Baryonyx is basically what I've seen in some of my research of it, and actually what I remember from its fossil record. It's kind of like Spinosaurus Jr., which if you're a dinosaur buff like me and the Spinosaurus model that they had in Jurassic Park 3 is wrong. In fact, in 2014, I believe, we actually restructured the Spinosaurus skeleton and found out it actually walks on all fours. And it's an amphibious beast that actually prefers fish. Now, I'm not sure what the marine life on this on the park would be, or the abundance of fish, because it might switch to an alternative food source, which you mean with smaller dinosaurs and or humans. But the Baryonyx, kind of, I'm kind of just thinking as you guys just wanted to put like you didn't want to put you wanted to put the Spinosaurus in there, but you didn't want to put the Spinosaurus in there, so you went with, again, Spinosaurus Junior. Still kind of excited to see it as a living, breathing dinosaur, but I'll wait for it. However, but if you guys wanted to really show a really scary dinosaurs, the Troodons. And if anybody played the Jurassic Park as a Telltale game, the Troodons are some freaky little shits. I mean, oh god, those would have been a far more terrifying addition to the park. Which, really, I mean, they're freaky. They're just outright terrifying and nightmarish creatures. Oh, another thing too, it really wasn't shown in the trailer, but it was shown in the behind the scenes. Why kids? Why are they bringing kids into this? It looks like there's somehow going to be a kid put into the mix, and I'm saying no, you don't bring a kid to a park. Don't bring kids to a park. And yeah, so that little girl, I don't know if she comes to the park or not, but really, I stop bringing kids. Okay, so enough for the cons. Let's end on a good note. Let's see. Carnotaurus. Oh my god. You know how long we've been waiting for a Carnotaurus to show up? I have been going like, come on, what? Oh, come on, that would be a cool freaking dinosaur. So to finally see a Carnotaurus is freaking awesome. I like how they're not showing the Indoraptor. One of the things they did with Jurassic World was they showed the Indominus right away, so you knew exactly what it was going to look like. You're like, oh, and although it was scary, you still kind of was like, you were still like, oh, okay, I've seen it. It's you're not too scared by it. They're waiting for the actual date to actually not spoil us, to spoil our reaction to this apparently new and very scary engineered dinosaur. Okay, next one is they're also not showing a human antagonist. They're also not showing a human antagonist. That's good because, well, they're showing like the Baryonyx as, I guess, being an antagonist, but there is no human antagonist, which I believe there is going to be a human antagonist in this, which is kind of be marrying the Lost World, where Malcolm's group and the gatherers and then the hunters came in, so they haven't shown really the human antagonist, which would probably be also the introduction with the Indoraptors. No, I think that's it. I can't remember it at the time. You know what? I have a lot more rants in this, but I want to keep it short, and this is not really that short because it's now over 12 minutes. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited for the movie. I hope it's actually good. I know this is the first trailer, so they might just be showing us like, something to get us interested, and there's more stuff to be coming. So, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't like my reaction, trust me, there's a link below I'm gonna have to somebody else who is a major Jurassic Park fan, and she is very, very fun. Her reaction is very fun, and I was just laughing my ass off when I saw her. And I'm actually I was actually very surprised I found somebody with this much enthusiasm for Jurassic Park as I have. This was my favorite movie when I was a kid. Still is one of my favorite movies, but my top two is Star Wars, Jurassic Park, and I like those movies a lot. So, okay then. This has gone a little over. I'm going to try to edit this as fast as I can and get this up. All right. Bye.